By now, we've all seen this.
Was not a black man.
Then we seen the Hebrew Israelites basically camping outside of the church, talking and preaching about how Jesus was a black man. So let's talk about it. Was Jesus a black man? Yes and no. So he a little bit right and a little bit wrong. Let's talk about it. In order to understand that question, we have to understand originally being called black had nothing to do with culture, but it had everything to do with the color of your skin. In the days of slavery, black people was considered to be only 1/3 of a human. So when they called us black or they called us the N-word, they wasn't referring to a culture. They was basically referring to the color of our skin. The word Negro derives from Spanish and Portuguese, which basically mean, guess what? Black. So let's take it back a little bit further. We understand that life began in Africa. By now, if you don't know that, I don't know what to tell you. Or should I say Al-Kerbelon, which means mother of mankind, or the Garden of Eden. This was the original name of Africa. So we can safely say that the very first people, i.e., Adam and Eve, being born and made in Africa, had melanin in their skin. But what is melanin? Melanin is a complex substance which gives us our skin color. So that means the more melanin in your skin, the darker you are. So that means that basically the beginning of humankind, mankind, either had black or brown skin. Figure that. So that means before there was a Jew, there were people that had black skin. Which basically means that having or being Jewish is not synonymous with having black skin. Being a Jew is a culture, or basically somebody that practiced the Jewish religion. So therefore, you can have black skin and still be considered a Jew. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere with it. There are people in all different cultures of life that have very dark skin complexions, which means that they are basically black skinned individuals, which means a Mexican can have black skin. Somebody from Portugal can have black skin. Oh my God, my brothers and sisters over in India, we know that they definitely have some black skin. So understand, being black, once again, back then referred to one's skin color, not the culture. But what if I tell you in the Bible, it actually talks about somebody having black skin? Let's go to Songs of Solomon, the first chapter, and the fifth and sixth verse. What does it say? I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Notice he said he's black, right? Verse 6 starts off with, look not upon me because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard have I not kept. That means he was sun-kissed. Melanin popping. Now we know Solomon comes from David. Jesus comes from the line of David. So that means Jesus must have had black skin. It wasn't to the Renaissance era when the Catholic Church, here we go with the Catholic Church again, decided to get involved, and they had people to create paintings of Jesus that was very much inaccurate that people still have in their homes today. Matter of fact, the model for these pictures was Society Borgia. Look it up. It's history. Don't take my word for it. Just look it up. But here's the trip of it. Society Borgia was not Jewish or black. He was Italian. So a lot of y'all got an Italian Jesus in y'all, well, in your house. But there is a clearly description of Jesus in the Bible. And you know where I'm about to go. Revelations 1:14-16 says, his hair and his hairs were like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as they burn in a furnace, and his voice as a sound of many waters. Did you hear that? Burnt in the furnace? Black. Burnt. Some people would try to say that this is his God body, a holy body, or something like that. That's basically saying that the body that Jesus was crucified in is no more. What would be the purpose of that? But let's not forget that Jesus said, if you have seen me, then you have seen the Father. What? What did Daniel say? Daniel 7 and 9 says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head was like pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. What? God had a physical appearance? Wool. Hair like wool. So, was Jesus a black man? As defined in today's culture, that would mean, yes, he was a black man. If you were to use the term black in today's term of Western civilization and Western culture, even people in Africa, some of them actually call themselves being black. But that does not deny that Jesus was a Jew who had black skin. Don't take my word for it. Look it up for yourself. It's all there. It's black and white. God bless you. I love you.